In part 2 of the series on quality, I talk about assigning quality to your data in Hilltop. We'll look at continuous data first, and then I'll explain the differences in applying quality to discrete data. I'll switch on the quality data view mode again that I talked about in part 1. Don't panic if your tree control disappears altogether. It just means you haven't got any quality data, and we're about to change that. Go to Data, Add, click here and find your site, and select your data source. This checkbox is greyed out because quality codes will always be shown, and you can choose whether you want to add uncertainty. Okay, you enter your quality data down here in the grid control. As soon as you get more than one date stamp in here, the software will start graphing the data. Now, Hilltop treats quality as a separate time series, and you don't need to add a quality value to every measurement. Here, for example, QC500 will apply to all values from the 10th of March 2004 up to the 1st of December 2004. You can enter uncertainties as absolute or relative values. Say flow was 1200 millimeters here. I could write this as 60 millimeters or 5%. Adding a percentage sign defines this as a relative value. You can mix absolute and relative uncertainties at will. Hilltop stores the quality value as a single number, which is a combination of the quality code and the uncertainty, but the two are always shown separately. You decide whether you want to see one or other or both when you're working with the data, but the software will always preserve the combination. Before we leave continuous data, I want to talk about a couple of other details regarding entering quality codes. You can change the quality code for a section of data that lies within a block that already has a quality code, and the software will bind it in with the existing data. Okay, so let me show you that in the real world of Hilltop. I'll go to Quality Data View, choose my site and measurement, and add data. So I enter a start time for the new block, and then I enter a finish time for the new block. After this date, the quality code will revert back to QC400. Okay, so I'll save that and get a quick view of the data again, and you can see it's gone back to QC400 by adding another value 1 second after my last QC600 entry. Please note that quality codes aren't extrapolated off the end of the quality series, regardless of whether you entered a quality code at the end of the last block of data. This is because quality is applied retrospectively, i.e. you can't assume the quality of your data before you've checked it. Be aware that in the case of water quality data, the quality codes are stored with the standard series rather than as a separate series, which means you don't see the quality series for water quality data in the quality data view. Discrete data is a little different to continuous data in that quality values do need to be assigned to each timestamp. As I said earlier, quality is stored as a separate time series, so for discrete data, the quality series has discrete interpolation too. Toggle the Quality Data View button to get back to Data View mode. As an aside while we're here, you can apply quality to check data. Just go to Check Data mode and add data from there. Right, back to discrete data. In this view, all your sites and measurements will be on the tree control, so you can go via the quick route, right-click on your site and measurement combo and choose Edit. Because you're accessing the editor in the same way as for actual data, you'll need to say that you want to add quality codes and uncertainty. You can use this method for continuous data too, but the previous method I described is just simpler. The grid control has the data as per the time range in the graph, and you can zoom it before invoking the editor, in the editor dialog, or now. You can see you've got separate columns for the actual data and the quality values, and you can edit the actual data here too, of course. You can type quality values in directly, remembering that you have to press Enter or Tab or click on another cell for the change to register. You can apply a value to a block of data by putting the grid control into column mode, click and drag in the cell with the value you want, or press and hold Shift and navigate to the last cell in the block, and then press Ctrl D to fill down. Or you can select your block, click Fill, and enter the value in the dialog box. There's also Control Q, and this applies to quality codes only and not uncertainties. You select your block, press Control Q, and enter your quality code here. This box also lets you enter a method, reason, and comment regarding your changes. This will put an entry in the audit trail that's managed in DataTamer. Don't know DataTamer? It's like a revved up, streamlined manager. You should check it out. Stay tuned to find out what you can do with the quality data now that you've got it.